BORP, if you know, you're in the 1% club. It's quiz night winning lines, and here's your host, ASH the Bash.
It's Winning Lines! And here's your host, Choo Choo. Good evening, folks. How are you all doing? And welcome on in this wonderful quiz night on a Wednesday evening. Choo Choo. How are you all doing? I hope you enjoyed that warm-up game there of Brain Teaser with some roller coaster stuff in there in the first half of the thing. And we've got all sorts going on right now. That just happened. And it didn't say anything, and then that's just happened, and it's not saying anything. And why isn't it saying any of the things? It's not saying any of the messages. The hell? Like it just did Matt's message, and now all the other subscription messages aren't coming through properly tonight. Oh, thanks Streamlabs for just breaking shit over the week. I guess I'll have to read some messages out, aren't I? Oh, okay then. Let's do some painful reading. We got a 20-month resub from Daddy Gambit. 1 score for me. Now to wait for my royal salute. Thank you very much for the 20-month resub there. I know, reading in this day and age. G. Eisens with the 46 months. Which is the 49ers, if you're -3. Yeah, there's something like that. Thank you very much for the 46-month resub there, guys. Appreciate that. We've got a hype trade going. Thank you to Oren for the 26 months, who says, greetings. Thank you very much for that. Can't it do that for the bit messages as well, says Topper. No. So, yes, welcome on in. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Hello. The Dutch music, the sexy Dutch music coming in. 10 gifted subs from Matt. Go to Tyson Cetra, Neil, Ferbster, Stard, Lugaroo, Flyboy, Aaron, Mr. Vertigo, and Doug Boat. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. Followed by...
I can't go choo-choo without you watching.
Choo choo. Thank you for the 100 bits there, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Matt, for those. That is an immense support there with 10 gifted subs. Followed by told that was 6 gifted subs. Goodness me. Thank you for that going to Trioni, Yoshi, Silver Electrons, Lottibus, Sonic Elwood, and the Riff Raccoon. Thank you for all of those gifted subs. Happy birthday! It's not my birthday! Not until the end of November. Followed by a noise that did nothing. That was a milk-like substance. And then followed by...
What will the winning line be tonight?
What will the winning line be tonight? It's a good question to think out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the lobby and then also activate the redemption so you can make your winning line predictions tonight. So, if you want to in the game, HFNV is all you need to do. I hope. Well, let's find out, shall we? Switch to camera 2. There we go. That's what we need to do. And let me activate the redemption. Followed by...
It's everybody's birthday and we must celebrate with differing rates of hand clapping.
Well, we just do like 365 different polyrhythms all at the same time. That sounds about right. Thank you for... I'm going to catch that sub in a moment. I need to activate the things. So, claim a winning line ticket is now active. Hopefully, you should be able to make a winning line prediction now. They seem to be working because I've just seen BC make a prediction. If you are not familiar with how winning line predictions work, you just need to submit a message with that redemption. It's worth 50 Duke coin here. With that redemption, 6 digits is all you need to predict. And we will generate this winning line based on who qualifies for looking after number 1 in our first round of this game called the 49ers. So make your predictions and I will continue catching up with messages, though I've just realised that the the alert list that I'm using to read all these subscriptions and bit alerts is in the same list as all of the channel points things. But I should be able to turn, yes! I should be able to turn those off temporarily so I don't see them while I read other things. Fantastic. Thank you for the new filters, Twitch chat. So let me go. We've got 100 bits for BC. It's everybody's birthday. We'll celebrate with it. Yeah, we heard that one. Thank you for the 100 bits there, BC. The subscriptions that came through. We had Milk with a 47-month resub saying, I enjoy getting free tropical fruit on winning limes. Thank you for the 47-month resub there, Bill. Appreciate that. And then Colo with the 49-month resub. Very apt to this game, who just says 49. Thank you very much for the 49-month resub there, Colo. Appreciate that. And now I'm trying to scroll through chat, and I can't catch up. There we go, I'm now caught up with chat. Let me turn it back onto all events and just see all of the redemptions coming in. Goodness me, I can't see a damn thing. So yes, there was a bit of a theme at the beginning of the game this evening with Brain Teaser, them being roller coasters. Specifically, we started with Alton Towers coasters, ones that were single words and actually sort of made sense as an actual English word. Galactica, maybe a bit, not necessarily, but the others certainly were standard English words alongside it. Yes, I went to Alton Towers on the weekend. Funny that. There might be some images in images to prove the fact that I went to Alton Towers over the weekend. And it was a good time. A very, very good time was had in the Alton Towers, along with a few people from the Quiz Night community. We have got... Hello, what was that message? I saw an app message and it's just flown by. Speaking of theme parks, I was at Portaventura. I've not been to Portaventura. I do need to make a visit of that at some point. I do also need to make a visit a lot of other theme parks in the UK as well. Alton Towers is the first one I've actually gone to in the UK. I've been to, Universal, I've been to Disney, I've been to Busch Gardens, I've been to Six Flags now, been to Dollywood, so I've been to quite a few in America. I've only been to one in the UK. And, well, I haven't done anything else out in Europe yet. But yes, I did have to pad out the pack with other well-known roller coasters around the world. So that's where you got all the big ups from other particular locations. I would have liked to put things like Iron Gwazi in, but that doesn't work as a single word clue, unfortunately, in Brain Teaser. We're 100 bits.
Let's go to American Adventure for QNL. Yes, I'm aware it's a quarry now.
Thank you for the 100 bits. I don't have the funds to do that, I'm afraid. Speaking of which, with QNL, we have potentially got backup plans. I haven't actually confirmed them proper, but we do have potential backup plans in place. One place in Sheffield, one place elsewhere, not confirmed yet, but should be on the same weekend in a similar sort of location in Sheffield, but it won't necessarily be the same as I would have wanted the venue to be. Unfortunately, got cancelled because they're closing this month. But it's just I think that was just a bit of a freak of nature, that particular venue that was on offer at the time. It would have been absolutely ideal, but yeah, it doesn't. I just have to count my lucky stars so we can do a Q&L. I think is where I need to draw the line at. So yes, we should be. I want to get that sorted this week. Honestly, I want to get that sorted this week so that I can then start getting tickets open for that, so that you can actually purchase to attend Q&L, and also to actually dead cert it exists. It's gonna happen on this weekend, definitely, for sure, definitely. So that's what I want to do, is try and get that sorted this week. That is my sort of biggest pressure point right now, outside of going to see family at the weekend as well. And if I can get that all sorted, then cool. That means we can go back to planning what's actually going to happen at Q&L, rather than is Q&L going to happen. So that is currently on the docket. But yes, going back 2 steps back to Alton Towers. Yes, a great weekend, and not too bad on the queues, I would say, based on very, very little information I have, but based on that little bit of knowledge, we had a good time, queue length wise and things like that. Even if the weather wasn't necessarily the best, it was quite cold, and on the Sunday, at the beginning of the Sunday, quite wet. But everything was pretty much running, which was fine. There was a bit of closures here and there, Rita doing its own Rita thing, but generally, yeah, it all ran well and all had a good time. My favourite of the roller coasters there at Alton Towers, I would say, is Smiler. Then I would say Nemesis. Then I would say Galactica, what should really be called Air, but Galactica. Then the Spinball Whizzer. Kind of out of nowhere, that one. That is that's a crazy old ride, that. But yeah, I honestly, Spinball Whizzer is up there as like number 4 for me on the ride list. Then I'd probably say 13. Would I say 13 there next? Yeah, I probably would say 13. Then just for the the 90 degrees, not quite 90 degrees, it's shy of 90 degrees, but they like to call themselves 90 degrees, Oblivion. And that's what I would rate the sort of the top 6 in that order anyway. I welcome your opinions in chat, although I can't see any of it because you're all making winning line ticket predictions right now. So I might turn that off in a moment so I can actually have a conversation with you all. But yes, great time with great people over the weekend. Roller Coaster Restaurant is a bit of fun, that actually. Having the food fly around on tracks and things like that. It was quite fun in there, though. Did not enjoy the yeah, exactly, Scott. Did not enjoy the, like, what was it, 13? Or was it 11 or 13? It was a prime number, bigger than 10, number of happy birthday requests. It was kind of ridiculous, the number of happy birthday requests that happened at the roller coaster restaurant. There were 50. Oh God, it was 15. It was an odd number greater than 10. God damn it, 15. Yeah, I kind of lost count after a while. I just like, I can't bother counting anymore. So yeah, 15 birthday requests. There's not many tables in there, must be said. But yeah, 15 birthdays. Oh man, but yeah, still a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. If you've never been to Alton Towers yourself, I definitely would make the visit if you could. I guess I regret waiting this long to go to Alton Towers, but that said, it was still a lot of fun. And I can easily go again and again and again whenever I wish. I have my own disposable income to work with, so yeah, I can easily go again and again if I want to, whenever I want to. Or go to others in the UK, like Thorpe Park is also one on the list that I need to go and visit to enjoy the rides there. Right, I think we're about ready to go. Yeah, I'm going to close the winning line predictions in a moment, and then we'll get this game underway. Game number 1 of winning lines. We haven't played winning lines in a good while, and yeah, we've got enough in the bank, I think, to do 2, maybe 3 different games. I went raiding on the question database website. Which I had noticed, the last published question, outside of David's special published questions, last published question was 1st of December 2023. So yeah, only like 5 months ago was the last published question on the question database website. Goes to show I've basically moved away entirely to pack-based systems for the vast majority of my games. There's only like Duel that uses that website still. This uses that website still. Wipeout technically still does, though it also works with Google Sheets. It has dual loading code, so it can load from either data source, no problem. And I think that's it. I think those are the Time Shock and 500 questions, if they're kicking around, they technically load from the question database website, but they could easily be rewritten to load from anything. It's basically just a long list of questions is all it looks for. So yeah, those are the only ones I guess left that really follow in that workflow. Right. I need to stop waffling. It's 20:08 already, and we haven't even done any proper quiz questions. So I'm going to close the winning line tickets in 10 seconds, folks. Last chance to get your tickets in, because it's like your one opportunity to spend Duke coin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. That is time. The tickets have now been closed. Only coming in with the Curse of Alton Tower. The Curse of Alton Manor, sorry, is one of the rides of all time. Correct. Select again, and yeah, you can see why in Discord right now on the Images channel. Score has just shared the best ride photo ever, and I agree. I agree with those sentiments. Yeah, that is from the Curse of Alton Manor at Alton Manor. Sorry, get the right preposition in. And it certainly was one of the rides of all time. Let's switch over to camera number 2, see how many we've got in the game right now. We have 31 joining in to play this game. Last chance to join in for this game, HFNV. Everything is going to be done in Twitch Whispers, or you can use public chat. This one, it's sort of like whoever answers first, then that's it. So I suppose you can do that. But Whispers to Quizbot 3000 is certainly preferred to avoid people from copying your answers, is all I'll say. Right, it's time to get this game underway. Good luck, and let's play Winning Lines. Hello, I said, let's play Winning Lines. There we go. So, welcome to the 49ers. If you can't see where you are, just say my number all one word, as Connor and Matt have just done, and it will tell you what podium number you're currently residing at. This is still one of the older games where avatars might not necessarily be loading properly, so that might be why it hasn't shown up or something. Anyway, you can find yourself by saying my number. Now, to play the game, here are the rules. I'm going to take the audio down slightly in my ears. So from this round, we are looking for 6 players to qualify to move on to looking after number 1. To qualify, you need to answer the question correctly and be the fastest to do so. To answer, you need to answer as a message to Quizbot 3000 as a whisper. You can use stream chat, but if you can use whispers, then do so. The answer will always be a whole number, somewhere in the range of 0 to 10,000, but it'll always be some positive whole number integer answer you're looking for. Don't bother giving me any extra punctuation or symbols of that, because I don't think it will work. You just need to give me the digits themselves. So an example of if you wanted to say 1,000, then say 1000 as one message and hit return to send it. Be aware though, if you submit an answer and it is wrong, then you will knock yourself out of the game. You'll be eliminated and you will not be able to qualify. So you don't have to answer if you don't know the answer, but the only way to qualify to the next round is by giving me a correct answer and being the first person to do so. You get doots for giving me correct answers, you get bonus doots for qualifying, and that is about it, I think, to say what we need to say. Also, the winning lines will be generated in this round. We'll generate them after each person has qualified, and we'll get a prediction. Well, we'll get a running total, as it were, of how well you have done currently predicting that winning line. Please clap with intervals being the individual places of pi. Oh my god. Oh, that was wrong. 926, not 296. Anyway, let's play. So, get your fingers on those digits on your entry input of choice. If you're all ready, good luck. Your first question is: if I added 11 to the bingo call more than 11, what number would I have? If I added 11 to the bingo call more than 11, what number would I have? I'll be honest, I did not know this one at all. I've heard of, legs 11, 2 little ducks, quack, quack. All the sort of the repeated digits and Kelly's eye and things like that. I've never heard of more than 11 before. But let's see how many in our 49ers have given this a chance. We'll light you pink if you played this question. Oh, not many at all. We've got BC on podium number 6, we've got Connor on podium 36, and we have Colo on podium number 45. So, the phrase more than 11 on its own, we're ignoring the adding 11 to it in a moment, which is just the more than 11 part, that is apparently 37. More than 11, 37. I guess it rhymes, but, and it is more than 11, but it's a bit of a tenuous link, must be said. But yes, more than 11 is 37. So if you then add 11 to 37, you get the answer of 48. So, yeah, very much is 37. Really, we can't find fun things about this number. Much like with writing questions for the 49ers, or looking after number 1, 37 is one of those difficult ones to write for. It's just like there's nothing interesting about it. So if you gave the answer of 48, because that is 37 plus 11, then I'm going to light you blue. If you did not, though, then it is going to be a swift departure, and you're going to be lit red. Oh, look at that! BC got it right. Connor went with the number 37, which is more than 11. Colo went with 23, looking like basically going for 12, because that is more than 11. 12 plus 11 would make 23. Unfortunately, it's neither of those, but it is at number 48. BC! Just like that, you are through to looking after number 1. It's a slow time, but who cares if you're the only one to get it right? So you can now relax, though you can answer the next questions to get yourself some doots at no risk of losing your position. Similarly to Connor and Colo, though you have been eliminated with giving the wrong answer, you are free to answer the next questions, or few, to get yourself some doots, but you just can't qualify in the main game, that's all. So our winning line is now going to get populated with a digit. We're going to lose the 0 and keep the 6. And our first digit in our winning line is a 6. Now, how many of our predictions had a 6 in it? 484 winning lines have a single digit 6 in it. You might have multiple digit 6 in, but you do have at least one digit 6, and that's what matters in making the prediction here. So far we've got 484 winning lines in for winning the winning line doot bonus, winning the winning line doot bonus, because there's a lot of word winning in there, which is 10,000 doots, by the way, if you can get the winning line prediction, the best one out of all of the predictions. Okay. 1 has qualified, 2 have been eliminated, unfortunately. Let's move on to question number 2. Fingers on those digits. It is time for question number 2. How many zeros are at Google? How many zeros are at Google? And that there is time. Now, I mean, you've all seen the millionaire question. What is a Google? And it's sort of basically that question in reverse. Let's light you up in pink if you played. Quite a few answering here. 21 players have answered the question. And, well, a zero would have 0 zeros. Well, technically 1 0. Oh, that's weird. But a Google is, I suppose you can define it as 10 to the power of 100. Which also means it's 1 followed by 100 zeros. Couldn't 0 have it? Oh, for goodness sake. That's a weird way of thinking about it, but well, it depends. Do you count 0 as a number or not? Is 0 strictly a number, or is it a concept or... Oh, mathematicians having a field day here. Anyway, the number we're looking for here is Google. There is a 1 followed by 100 zeros. So the answer we're looking for is 100. If you gave me 100... O is an oval, or 0 is an oval. If you gave me 100, I'll light you blue. Anything else, I will light you red. Oh, we've got some big digits. We've got Oni, Nata, and Colour. They all go for the same different answer there, going with, what, 1 million? Yes, looks like that. It's 1 million zeros. No, it's not 1 million, and maybe me missing a digit off went with 10. Unfortunately, it's not 10 zeros. So for you 4 players, we have to say goodbye. No, Googleplex is actually 1 followed by a Google number of zeros. And then if you wanted to go one further, I think it's a Googleplexion is a 1 followed by a Googleplex of zeros. Yeah, have a... That's a lot of numbers. And then you've got Graham's number. Just have fun with Graham's number. Though I think... Doesn't that end in 6? I think Graham's number ends in 6. They know that much for certain. And then everything else in the middle, good luck. Right, let's light you in gold if you can advance on this question. Okay, 15 of you can advance here, are eligible, there you go, to advance here. Now let's find our top 3. Third fastest with a time of just over 4 seconds. It's Mr. Matt the Ref on podium number 5. Pretty good, unfortunately, not the fastest. With a time of 3.85 seconds, second place goes to Mark at podium number 43. A damn good time, but you were not fast enough. The fastest time, just shy there, 3.82 seconds, so beating you by 0.03 of a second. Congratulations. Lingo, you are through to looking after number 1. Well done, Lingo Maniac. You can now relax. You are safe through to looking after number 1. Of course, you can freely answer extra questions for some more dupes if you wish. Let's lose that 1 and keep the 8. Second digit in our winning line is another even number. It is an 8. 6 and 8. Now, who has got 2 digits in their winning line prediction? 242, so we sort of halved the crowd there. Gone from 400 odd to 200 odd. So 242 winning lines now with 2 matching. Was it exactly half? Was it really exactly half? Now that's a rarity. I'm sure. We'll go with it. It was 408. All right, okay, it was exactly half then. Cool. Lovely numbers. I don't know if we'll get another exact halving next time round, but we'll see. Right. Moving on to question number 3. If you're all ready, fingers on those digits, it is time for question number 3. If 2 of Dumas' musketeers, let's say Aramis and Porthos, died in a boating accident, how many musketeers would be left? If 2 of Dumas' musketeers, let's say Aramis and Porthos, died in a boating accident, how many musketeers would be left? That was time. Let's see. Let's light you up in pink if you played. Quite a few answering here. 19 players answering the question. So Dumas' musketeers, there are 3 of them. The 3 musketeers, one would say. So if 2 of them died in a boating accident, that's rather unfortunate, there would just be 1 left. Singular 1 left to attend proceedings. So if you gave me 1, cool, you are right, and you're going to go blue. Unfortunately, if you gave me anything else, I will light you red. We've got a double-digit 1 there from Lingo, possibly a typo, and Rotten Rapunzel going with 2. Unfortunately, those 2 are wrong answers, and we have to say, fairly well. Oh yes, D'Artagnan, I guess, probably could be counted, but it's the 3 musketeers as I understand it, but yes. Anyway, we'll light you up in gold if you get advance on this question. 12 players answering this question here. Let's go through the top 3. So third fastest with a time of 5.42 seconds. Podium number 7, Top of 1 Gaming. Congratulations, unfortunately not fast enough. Needed to be a bit quicker. Next up, we've got on a time of 5.22 seconds, so beating by 0.2 of a second. Podium number 15, Clive of Legend. Also good, but not fast enough. No fastest of all this time. Under 5 seconds with a time of 4.88 seconds. Congratulations to Mark! You are the fastest this time round, and you are now through to looking after number 1. ABM was actually strictly the fastest of all, but was not up for advancing in this case. Well done, Mark. You can now relax. And to the winning line, we'll lose the 4, keep the 3. And the third digit is now a 3. So we've got 6, 8, and 3. So we're moving off of the even digits here, and we've split a bit. Who's got 3 in their winning line prediction? What was it? 1, 2, 1 we're looking for? Unfortunately, it's less than half this time. Down to 91 winning lines. So still doing quite well on the odds here. 91 winning lines with 3 digits currently intact. So you appreciate the coding, though. Shush you, Boney. So we've got 3 more questions to go. 3 more places to fill. If we next jump to 57, then 3. No. Although it could happen. If we're ready, fingers on numbers. It's time for question number 4. What number appears in the name of the band whose most popular songs on Spotify include In Too Deep and Fat Lip? Almost read the answer then. What number appears in the name of the band whose most popular songs on Spotify include In Too Deep and Fat Lip? That was a very unfortunate line break there. The lip being a short word, I almost read the next line down, which was the answer line. So you might have potentially heard me start the answer. We'll light you in pink if you played. Not so many this time. 14 answering this question here. And it's very interesting that there are 14, because if you take that 1 and the 4 and swap their places around, you actually get the answer of 41. It is indeed 41 we're looking for here. So if you gave me 41, then I will light you blue. If you did not give me 41, then I'll light you red. Ooh, we got a 1973, 182, 42. Oh, Puzzle Dan, 42. We got a 4 from me, 182. I like Blink 182, that makes sense. And we got a 30 from BC. Unfortunately, those are wrong answers, and we have to say goodbye. Some 41 is what we're looking for, yes. So 7 gave me the right answer, but of those 7, just 5 can advance. So, who was fastest this time round? Let's go through them. Fat Lip covered by level 42 would be interesting. Why was that held by Auto Mod? Thank you. So, third fastest with a time of 7.29 seconds. Required a bit of thinking time. Shapes, opponent number 46. Your third fastest, but not fastest of all. Second fastest with a time of 6.23 seconds, so bettered by about a second there, is JPB on opponent number 25. Not fast enough, though. Beaten by another second. With a time of 5.24 seconds. Congratulations to 93 AJB on opponent number 10. You are through to looking after number 1. Congratulations. You were beaten by Lingo and then by Oni, that couldn't advance on this question. Lingo has already advanced and Oni can't. Oni was fastest with the time of 3.7 seconds overall. But AJB, you were in contention there, so you qualify to looking after number 1. Congratulations. We lose the 1 and keep the 0. And our 4th digit in the winning line is a 0. 6830. So what number are we looking for here? Only 57, is it? No, definitely not. 20. 20 winning lines left now with 4 matching numbers. So we are getting into the thick of it. Maybe we won't get... 420. Maybe we won't get a full prediction. Might not get all 6 digits, but if you are close enough, then you will get a prize. The 10,000 Doot winning line prize. It's my birthday. Still be coded. No. If you're ready, fingers on digits. It's time for question number 5. What number follows Andre, the name of the musician who wrote and produced the song Hey Ya? Sort of back-to-back music questions here. What number follows Andre, the name of the musician who wrote and produced the song Hey Ya? Hi, Vixen. Okay, let's light you up in pink if you played. 15 answering this question, so similar number this time. And yes, it is, again, a music question, backed by music question. In this case, Andre, we're looking for is 3000. Andre 3000. A bit like, just easy to remember. Quizbot 3000? Nah, Andre 3000. Yeah. So if you gave me 3000 as your answer, then I like your blue. Anything else, I like your red. Lots of 3000s, Mark with a typo answer of 30,009 and BC going with 22. Those two are wrong answers, but for both of you, doesn't matter. You're already through. Everybody else got it right, meaning we've got a total of, well, actually, we've only got 7 that can qualify on this question. You've been to the year 3000. How much has changed, Mr. Vertigo? And do they live somewhere else? So third fastest with a time of 5.02 seconds. We've seen this name before tonight. It's Clive of Legend. Not fast enough again, but a good position. Second fastest. We've seen this name before. With a time of 4.91 seconds. Is Shapes on podium number 46. Not the fastest this time. Fastest of all, beating by just a tenth of a second. 4.81 seconds. Congratulations goes to podium number 12, Chris. Congratulations, Chris. You are through to looking after number 1. Again, only and maybe me were actually strictly faster, but they weren't in contention on this question. But congratulations, Chris. You are through to looking after number 1. We lose the 1 and keep the 2. And the 5th digit is another unique digit, 2. We haven't seen any repeats yet. 68302. By the way, in the winning line, doesn't matter what order they appear, because we're actually going to reorder them anyway in numerical order in a moment. So long as you've got those digits in your winning line somewhere, then it's all good. Now, 5 digits in. What's the situation? We only had 20 with 4. And we have 6 with 5. Oh! 6 winning lines in contention here. Very, very interesting. Well, let's see if any of them can get the final missing digit, or we will be falling back to 5 digits as our best. This is probably the last chance to get through in this round, so even if you're hesitant, you may as well go for a guess, because this might be your last chance to get through. You ready? Fingers on digits. It's time for question number 6. Complete the lyric from Black Eyed Peas' 2009 song Boom Boom Pow. I'm so blank, you're so 2000 and late. Complete the lyric from Black Eyed Peas' 2009 song Boom Boom Pow. I'm so blank, you're so 2000 and late. And another music question. Goodness me. All of the music questions back to back to back. Apparently it is the night of music questions lingo. So let's light you up in pink if you played. Yeah, lots of players playing here. 26 in total answering this question. This is one of the worst lyrics in recent memory. Yes. So, the lyrics go, I'm so 3008, you're so 2000 and late. Sure. So the answer we're looking for is 3008. 3008. So take Andre 3000, then add 8. And there's your answer. Doesn't even make sense. It rhymes. That's all that matters, Vixen. So if you gave me 3008, then I'm going to like you blue. If you did not, then we'll like you red. Yeah, a smattering of interesting answers here. We've got 1999, 1000, 2008, lots of 2008s in fact. We have an 8, we've got a 1999 again, we've got 2000, 2000, 2000, an 8, a 1008, and Roger Puzzle with 3000, so close, he just needed to put the 8 on the end, and then he would have been good. Unfortunately, all the reds, we have to say goodbye. Means, well, this is a very interesting scenario, because we have 6 currently in blue, but 4 of them are in the slightly lighter shade of blue, meaning they actually can't qualify on this question. There's only 2 in contention to advance. Opponent number 9 and opponent number 46. One of you is going through to looking after number 1. The other, unfortunately, will be missing out. In second place, yes, we've got a nice situation. In second place and just missing out with a time of 13.58 seconds. T. Moore. Hard luck there. You got it right, but unfortunately you were the slower player. Shapes, you are through to looking after number one with a time of 11.82 seconds. Again, you were beaten by only Abe, Mark, and Lingo, only being the fastest of all with a time of 4.7 seconds. But that doesn't matter. Shapes, you are through to looking after number one. We lose the 4 and keep the 6, and our final digit is a repeat on the 6. And in numerical order, that reads as 023668. Now, how many of our remaining winning lines have got 6 digits? Do we have 6 as our winning total, or is it going to be 5? Let's find out who the winners are. It's a winning line prediction of 5. The winning line's going to BC, Connor, Cetra, Topper, Flyboy, Danny Gambit, Shadowmane, and Shapes. Congratulations to all of you. Yeah, we didn't get any 6-digit predictions get through that time. Only 5 was the closest, but hey, means a lot more players getting a bonus there with their winning line predictions. Congratulations to you all. That is 10,000 apiece for you all. It isn't actually, Mr. Vertigo. No, it's just the same prize, 10,000 doots. Whatever is the closest to a winning line prediction. That's basically it. So that there is the end of round 1, the 49ers. Let's move on to the second round of this game, which is called Looking After Number 1. As my hair does the thing. So we've got our Super 6 here. We've got BC on 6, AJB on 10, Chris on 12, Lingo on 18, and then a sharp jump up, Mark on 43, and Shapes on 46. Now, those numbers are going to be critical in this round, and let's explain why. So in this round, we are looking just for one player to qualify through to the Wonderwall. To do that, we're going to be answering questions on the buzzer. The answers are right in front of you. 6, 10, 12, 18, 43, and 46. The answer will always be one of those 6 numbers in front of you. If you answer first, then you buzz in. If you answer first and answer correctly with your own number, you will keep yourself in the game. If you answer first and answer correctly, and it's someone else's number, then you will knock that person out of the game. However, if you answer first and answer incorrectly, regardless if it's your number, somebody else's number, or another number entirely, because it's not going to protect you, then you will eliminate yourself from the game. In the case that no one buzzes to answer a question and it times out, then whoever should have answered will be eliminated in that case. We keep going and going and going until only one person is left standing, and they will play the Wonderwall. Audience, those that did not make it through to looking after number 1, you can answer on these questions, and if you can answer before one of our hot seat players can buzz in with the correct answer, then you will get yourself some bonus doots for getting a correct answer in ahead of time. Okay, good luck, and let's play looking after number 1. Hi there, I'm still here, by the way. Just to remind you, of course, that, I exist. So, Super 6, get ready on those digits. Fingers on said digits. And your first eliminatory question, sorry, I had to do that. Your first question is, in English language Scrabble, what is the lowest positive integer that is not the base value of a tile? Mark. You went with 6. No one in the audience buzzed in ahead of Mark. By the way, I would advise you to answer in Whispers to Quizbot 3000 for this round, even if you're in the audience, just to avoid potential spoiler answers. Mark's gone with 6. I mean, the K has 5. The J and the X have 8. Q and the Z is 10. Like C and M, those are like 2 and 3. Is there a 4? Trying to remember what the 4 is now. Might be a V. You say 6. And you are correct. 6 is the correct answer. It is the first digit that isn't the base value of a tile. W, there you go. So that means Mark was correct, and unfortunately, BC, you were beaten to the punch. And we're going to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And just like that, we are down to 5 players. AJB on number 10, Chris on 12, Lingo on 18, Mark on 43, and Shapes on 46. By the way, now that we have eliminated BC, the answer cannot be 6 anymore. It's the first time I've actually had to explain that rule. But the way I word things at the beginning of reading the rules out doesn't necessarily explain that that number falls out once they get eliminated. But it does. So there's now only 5 digits in play. Fingers on the numbers. Your next question is: how many players total may be on the court at any one time in the game of basketball? Chris. You say 10. So presuming you're going with it being 5-a-side then for basketball. I suppose it depends. Maybe it depends on which different version of basketball. Let's just say we'll go for standard NBA. You say 10. And you are correct in saying 10. And since that wasn't your number, it was AJB's. Means we've got to say goodbye, AJB. Thank you very much for playing. We're working from the left, going to the right. Chris on 12, Lingo on 18, Mark on 43, Shapes on 46 left in play. It's already the furthest that made it. Well, hopefully, Chris, we can continue on, although you are next in line. So let's see if we can avoid elimination. Fingers on numbers. Your next question is: a Frenchman will consider employment a 14e when inviting how many other people to dinner? Last few seconds. Chris. You say 18. So, you're going to say it's wrong. So a 14e, I believe, is 14. The reason you would employ a 14e when inviting people to dinner is to avoid unlucky 13. So, if there were 13, and you would employ a 14th, how many other people would be at dinner? It would be the 13 minus 1, which was your own number, Chris, on 12. Although Alex is saying is incorrect, so it might, including yourself. It's a really awkwardly worded question, but it technically is right, but quite difficult to pass. Unfortunately, Chris, it's not 18. It was your own number 12. You should have answered your own number to stay in the game. That does mean we do have to say goodbye. Thank you very much for playing. We do continue down the line. Means Lingo, you're now on the chopping block. Lingo on 18, Mark on 43, Shapes on 46 left in the game. If you three are ready, good luck. Fingers on those digits. The next question is: what number has a base 6 representation of 111? Lingo, you're going with 43. Well, the 1 in the 36 places, the 36's place, would be 36. The 1 in the 6th place would be 6. And the 1 in the 1's place is 1. If you add all that together, 36 plus 6 plus 1, you get the total of 43. You are absolutely right, Lingo. You do avoid elimination, and instead, you eliminate Mark. That is the end of the game for Mark. Thank you very much for playing. Which leaves us between Lingo on 18 and Shapes on 46. That was also another way in or in there in that particular scenario, because there was only the one odd value left, and we had a 1 in the 1's place there in hex base. That was the only number it could have been potentially. So Lingo on 18, Shapes 46. One of you is going through to face the Wonder Wall. One of you is just going to miss out. Either way, you're getting at least 10,000 dukes for taking second place. You'll get 20,000 for taking first place, and then a bit more on the Wonder Wall itself. By the way, I should have been catching up on the audience answers ahead of time there. Alice was the only one to answer it correctly before Lingo answered that final question there. Lingo Shapes, good luck. Fingers on those digits. Your question is, in binary, what number is 101110? Lingo. Going big with 46. Alice, Puzzle Dad, and Roger Puzzle did get it right ahead of time. Well, if we go through the digit, we've got the 1s, the 2s, the 4s, the 8s, the 16s. It goes all the way up to the 32s place. So it's at least 32. And I don't need to do any more working out other than that because we know what the other numbers are. The answer we're looking for here is 46. You're absolutely right. You've done another elimination. We're going to say goodbye to Shapes. Thank you very much for playing. It means Lingo. Congratulations. You are through to face the Wonderwall. Very well done indeed. Shapes has gotten here 3 times. Don't think I'll go beyond. Well, you never know. You might be able to get in on a 4th later on. Well done to Lingo on podium number 18, surviving there. I wrote that. Someone called Lingo is kicking ass with the numbers. What is this, countdown? So, Lingo, let's take a walk over here. Yes, it's that time, folks. Back when this was the only big paying game of my repertoire, you can win up to 1 million doots tonight on the Wonderwall. Yeah, who cares about a vault these days? You can just win 1 million doots right here, right now. You've earned your right to get to this point. Now all you've got is 4 minutes and 20 correct answers to get all that way. Here are the rules. So, you are about to face the Wonderwall. It contains 49 answers, each numbered 1 through 49. Your task is to answer the questions correctly, but to do so, you need to give me the number of the answer associated to the answer that is correct. Not the answer itself, just the number is what we're looking for, but you have to find it somewhere on the wall. They will all be on there somewhere. Give me a right answer, you go up the money ladder. If you get me 20 correct answers, you get to the jackpot of 1 million doots. Give me a wrong answer, you get a strike. That's not a good thing to do. If you get 3 strikes in this game, you will be out. You earn nothing from the Wonderwall. We do give you a couple of extra helping hands, though. You can say pass by saying the word pass, and it will allow you to pass the question. You can do that twice. You can also just stop the game for a little bit of time to give you a bit of breathing room, give you a bit of thinking time. To do that, you can say pit or pit stop, and it will give you 15 seconds of free time for you to have a think about what is going on right now. You can't answer any questions while you're in a pit, but it just allows you a chance to take in the Wonderwall, have a bit of a think on a question, or just ponder your potential plan going forward. Once you've hit 2 strikes, or there is 30 seconds left on the clock, we will activate the bailout button. You can then bail out by saying bail or bail out to claim what you have currently earned on the ladder. Or if you hit the magic 1 million doots in 20 questions, then it will just bail out for you and you take the prize. But the only way to take the money in other scenarios is to bail out. If you fail to bail out and it hits 0, you lose it all. You don't want to see that happen. There are extra commands at your disposal. You can change the speed of the wall by saying slow, med, fast, v fast. You can also focus on different aspects of the wall, so the left, the mid, or the right. Those are basically all the controls you have on the Wonderwall tonight. For you, Lingo, you're playing solo. Everybody else is just watching along. There is no audience play along on the Wonderwall right now. So you are free to answer in public chat, Lingo. No issues at all with that because, well, you're the solo player. Everyone is rooting for you to get the top prize. And we've just run out of music, so that was perfectly timed. So, Lingo, if you are ready, good luck. And let's play! Reveal the answers. Wishing you the best of luck here, Lingo. Take in... Oh my god, that's a long answer there. Take in the answers on the Wonder Wall. 49 answers. Just 20 right in 4 minutes to win the million. Good luck. In the UK postcode system, BS, the postcode area for which city? Have a look at the left. Correct, it's Bristol. What 2008 film was based on a book by Cornelia Funk? Or Funke? I'm not entirely sure. No, the correct answer is Inkheart. Sucre and La Paz are the two main capitals of what country? Correct, Bolivia. Peter Marc Roget famously published what type of reference book in 1852? Thesaurus is correct. Ring around the rosy. What the hell are posies? The answer is up there somewhere. Gonna take your first pick. All right. Question again. Ring around the rosy. What the hell are posies? You currently have 3 correct. That's 7,500 on the ladder. You have 2 more passes. You do have 1 more strike safe. Your other strike though will be eliminated. You're back in play. 2 minutes 45 left. I've got no small flower bouquets. The answer we're looking for. The bailout is now active. Dmitry Mendeleev is considered to be the father of which scientific contribution? Periodic table is correct. Which Brian hosted the UK version of Dirty Rotten Cheetah? I'm going to get my teeth in on that. Going to pass it. During their infamous title fight in 1997, which of Evander Holyfield's ears did Mike Tyson bite off a part of? No, his right ear was the answer. And that is a strikeout. Oh. Went with the 50-50 at the end there. Unfortunately, did not go the right way. The one you passed on there, which Brian hosted the UK version of Dirty Rotten Cheetah, that was Brian Conley. We were looking for there, just the surname of Conley. Oh, you were looking for just flowers on its own. Yeah, it was a bit more descriptive of an answer. Unfortunately, it is a crash out on the Wonderwall. Nothing being paid out tonight. Hard luck there. But I hope you had fun, Lingo. Thank you very much for playing. Dishonour on you and dishonour on your cow. Oh god, that's a thing. That's a reference. Right. Shall we have another game, folks? I think we should have another game. Let's go back to the Void. Yes, remember the Void, folks. It's one of the old games that has the Void returning. So let me start the game up again. Oh, which also means I do need to remove the questions that we already played then. Oh, how am I going to do that? That's a good question. Let's delete the array element. 3, 4, 5... 6. Let's get rid of those. Worst news show of 2021. Yeah, I know, Oni. So let's instead of let's get out of this void here now. Roll titles. You know the deal now. And your host. Hi, it's me. So can anyone here guess what made us all laugh? Oh god, that. Oh god, that's some good stuff there. Cheating, you were there. Ruined. All the fun that Score had, completely ruined. Nah, it's all bad. It's still too good. And the funny thing is, it has absolutely nothing to do with Alton Towers. Right, let's go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. DMSF, and enable the winning line tickets once again. Yeah, that has absolutely nothing to do with Alton Towers. It was actually on a it was a vox pop on a news element on the 10 o'clock news on ITV. Because of course it was. Nah. But yes, also choo choo. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream score, but Brain Teaser round 1, it was all roller coaster themed. Starting off with ones from Alton Towers, but then went a bit further than that.
It's the DMSF sale of sofas.
Nah. Well, that was one of the other adverts. Yes, the sale is now on. It's always on. There's always a sale on. Oh, goodness me. And another 100 bits coming in from Oni.
All them kids, not going out drinking, staying at home doing pottery.
Pottery. Yes, that's the scourge that the news are on about. Yeah, the youngsters, they're all doing pottery now. They're not going out in the clubs and that. They're doing pottery instead. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Oni. So yes, that was while we were sort of in the lull after playing some board game stuff while sort of loitering around in the hotel room at Alton Towers. We just had the ITV news on in the background because of course we were watching. Oh yeah, we were watching Beat the Chasers, and then it was the ITV news after that. Yeah, it was. It's just funny, just funny. Yeah, it definitely was the right choice score. It was the first time me playing it, and clearly I didn't really have the right strategy down because I only scored 12. And how much is it that Dogfish had at the end there? It was like 25 or something like that. Yeah, just like, oh god, like nowhere near the right total for me. Clearly had 25-27 or something. Yeah, very very good game that. I definitely would need to play a bit more of that and get myself accustomed to more of the rules lawyering in that, because yeah, I didn't really make much deal of the ghost pieces because I did get one of those. I had the really long L that I could have split up if I wanted to, but I decided just use it as complicated as possible. But yeah, a good game there. Really, really good game. A really, really tactile feel to it as well. It was very, very well constructed, must be said. I saw some messages fly by there. I appreciate your 12 making my 12 not look totally alone. Hey, you're welcome, Shapes. Welcome to the novice corner. We were equally as bad. But yeah, very good game that though. Right, we'll leave this open for another minute or two to get your ticket predictions in. Join the room, code DMSF if you want to play the game. Yeah, we'll have another game of winning lines. We still have a few questions in the 49ers to get through. I think I've got 21 still queued up that we could play from my perusal of the question database website. While we are sort of making predictions and things like that, let me put back over to camera number 1, and I'll do a bit of continuity stuff now while I'm thinking about it. So this is my only stream this week. I'm not going to be here on Friday again. I know, boo. I will be with family. Attending a funeral, so yeah, won't be around on the Friday, but hopefully next week I will be Wednesday and Friday. I hope, fingers crossed. So yeah, this is my only foray this week. Next week, what have we got for you? Hopefully next week we've got Quiz Cubed as a warm-up game on the Wednesday with Doot Drop by Rune, which should be a good one, and Outright by Cetra. And then next Friday, we've got Equation Grid as our warm-up. We've got a 100% pack as a collaborative pack between Bassoonist, Hex, Mr. Vertigo and Brian. We've got some Wipeout at 9 PM with people submitting extra Wipeout boards, which may actually come in handy. So, yeah, there may be an extra game or maybe an extra board in there or two. We've got 100 bits from Natter. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits there, Nat. Appreciate that. And then hopefully we've got a Secret Fortune at 10 p.m. on the next Friday from Ape. Thank you. Well, looking forward to that. Further afield, next Saturday, this Saturday coming up, Ben should be streaming. What's he got for you? He's got Plinko, Danger Zone, and The Purge. That's happening next Saturday over on Royal_Flush with his Game Night Season 14. Plinko, Danger Zone, and The Purge. Oh, I'm going to miss out on the Danger Zone. And over on the Dumpster Lounge side of things, I don't know. Potentially We'll After Dark on Saturday, and similarly with Quarren Stream, don't know. Potentially some Quarren Stream, the game show, but I haven't heard anything to say that is definitely going ahead or not. But keep an eye on the community-wide notice board on the other announcements, and you'll be the first to know if there is a stream going live or not. And big hugs, big love over to JB, who's had just the most rotten luck recently. I do feel for you. I really do feel for you, mate, and I hope you're doing okay. Do take some time for yourself, to take time for your family as well, and wishing you all the love, mate. Right, we'll close the win line tickets now. So last chance to get those in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closed. And ticket line predictions have now been closed. Toppers is the last one with a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we'll see how that plays out for you. It's incredibly likely. So yeah, not to knock it at all. So wish you all the best of luck. Last chance to get in the lobby. DMSF is the room code to enter in. I'll close that off in 20 seconds, and then we'll get the second game in. You're probably already in, Lulu. If you see your avatar, then you are in. If you can't see your avatar, then shrug shoulders. Hopefully you are in. Oh, hey, JB. Hello there. We were just wishing you some big love and big hugs there, JB, from the news that you've been sharing recently. So you've had the most rotten luck recently, big love and big hugs over to you and your family. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Right, I think it's time to play. Yes, it is time to play. And good luck, everyone. And yes, here we go. Sorry, just checking other things. Good luck, and let's play. And hopefully everyone is in. If you can't see where you are in the 49ers, just say my number as a single message, and you'll all be good to go, and it'll tell you what podium you're at. Absolutely fair, JB. Do whatever you need to do what's the words I'm looking for? Do what you need to do to make yourself feel better, and aid the recovery period, because just Jesus Christ. Yeah, not feel dreadful. Exactly that, JB. Those are the words I wanted to say. You got the same number again, Riff. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible to do that. Right, let's quickly go over the rules. Rules time. Here we go. Yes, if you can, to Quizbot, that's the best thing, but you will be able to answer in public chat if that's absolutely necessary. Rules as last time. Only 6 players can qualify to round number 2. To qualify, you need to be the quickest to give a correct answer. The answers will always be positive whole numbers in the range of 0 to 10,000. Don't give a comma, because it probably won't work. Just give me the digits. So, for example, if you wanted to submit 2569, then submit the digits 2569, no commas or full stops or periods or whatever in the middle. If you do submit an answer but it's wrong, then you will be eliminated and you will not be able to qualify through to the next round, though you'll still be able to answer questions for bonus doots. So you don't have to answer if you don't know, but the only way to get through is to give me a correct answer and be the fastest to do so. Okay, if you're ready, good luck, and let's play Winning Lines. Dong. It's great music package, this. So if you're all ready, good luck. Fingers on those digits. I'm hoping we don't get a repeat from last time, because I'm pretty certain I deleted the right 6 IDs, but we'll find out. If you're ready, here is question number 1. What number appears in the name of the band? Oh, no, apparently not. No, I did delete the right ones. We literally just told you. There we go. We'll play it like that instead. We're playing it as we literally just told you. I thought I had the right digits, but apparently not. Fantastic. I guess I'll need to get the website open just to confirm what questions I need to put in then. Only just hoping on first again. Well, we'll find out in a moment, shall we? We'll light your pick if you played. Alrighty, we've got 17 players answering this question. I already do not remember. Oh, you should have been paying attention. The answer we're looking for is 41. So if you gave me 41, I'll light your blue. Anything else, I'll light your red. Everyone that answered passed the test. Congratulations there. You went right this time. Well done, Puzzle Dan. So, who was fastest? Now, it's sort of out of the blocks on this one, so how fast can you answer? Third fastest with a time of 4.09. Oh, sorry, we need to go gold first. There we go. Forgot that part of the procedure. Third fastest with a time of 4.09 seconds was Mark. Not fastest of all, though you were in third place first time in the first game. So, who knows? Second fastest with a time of 3.98 seconds was Mr. Vertigo. But fastest of all with a time of 3.5549 seconds, Oni, stop manifesting. Fastest of all, well done, Oni. You are through to looking after number 1. Now, before I move on, I'm going to look through the published questions list and reset this ID list because, whoops. Let's have a look at... Right, okay. Let me change it to this then. That one... I'm just going to sort of manually put 5 questions in now instead. Because I think... it must have shuffled the set of questions, and that's what happened. Yeah. Sure, we'll chuck that one in as well. There we go. Okay, we've got some other questions in now. Oni, congratulations, you're through. We'll lose the one to keep the 5. And the first digit in our winning line tonight is a 5. No red currently in 49 is what we love to see. Now, how many winning lines currently have a 5 in their place? 308. 308 have a 5 in their place somewhere. All right, well, 308 currently in contention for winning. Let's continue on, shall we? Fingers on those digits, and hopefully we will get a new question this time because I've changed the preferred question ID list. Maybe it... Oh, I hope it didn't load the questions earlier on and is ignoring this list, but I hope it should be referring to this list. If you're ready, fingers on digits, it's time for question number 2. Hey, it's new. If I had 16 dozen eggs and a gross of them were broken, how many eggs remain unbroken? If I had 16 dozen eggs and a gross of them were broken, how many eggs remained unbroken? How many of the un-eggs are actually eggs? No, that doesn't make sense. Well, light your pick if you played. A gross is an actual number indeed, as I'll explain all in a moment. 14 players have answered this question. So let's break this question down. A dozen is 12. Not talking about baker's dozen here, just as traditional dozen is 12. So you're looking at 16 times 12. And a gross is actually, I mean, you could express it as 12 by 12, or 144 is actually the value of a gross. So if you do 16 times 12 minus 12 times 12, that leaves you with 4 12s. So 4 times 12, because that's how maths works. Which leaves you with the answer of 48. Just one shy of the 49ers. The answer is 48. So if you gave me 48, I will like the blue. And if you gave me anything else other than 48, then I'm going to light you red. We have got a 4T from BC, we've got a 3 from Natalie, we've got a 32 from Shapes, and we've got a 4 from Oni. Unfortunately, all of those 4 are wrong answers, though. Oni, you're through, so there's no risk for you. But for BC, Shapes, and Nata, that's the end of the game. Though, of course, you can answer future questions for some bonus too. So it just means you can't advance through to looking after number 1 now, that's all. Everyone else in blue, let's switch you to gold instead, because you are eligible to advance on this question. So who was fastest to do the maths on this one? Well, let's go through the top 3. Start out with a time of 7.93 seconds. Podium number 11, JB. Very good time. Unfortunately, you were not the fastest this time round. You were beaten by about 0.2 of a second, with a time of 7.75 seconds, by podium number 29, Clive of Legend. Also a good time. Unfortunately, not fast enough, though. You were beaten by 0.9 seconds, with a time of 6.84. Congratulations go to podium number 23, AB Me. Well done, AB Me. You are the second player through to looking after number 1. And there are all the correct times coming in there. Well done, AB Me. So we lose the 2 and keep the 3. The second digit in our winning line is a 3. So we have 2 odd numbers currently, and we've got a donation.
Good morning, Ash.
And good time zones to you there, Tipster. Thank you very much for the £5 donation. Hope you're doing well this fair morning. I don't know how time works on Antarctica. You're going to have to remind me again how time zones work. Because it's all the time zones and also none of them at the same time. Right, who's got 2 digits? The 5 and 3 in their winning line. 152. Is that a halving? We had 300 and something, so it's pretty close to a halving, actually. I'll be honest, I don't know either. It doesn't matter, really, for generally living there. It's just the passage of time. Who cares what time it actually is? It's just the passage of time. So 152 with 2 digits currently in place. All right. 3 players have unfortunately been eliminated, 2 have qualified. Let's continue on. 308 down to 150. Oh, it was close to a halving. It was close to a halving, but just under this time. Fingers on digits, everyone. It's time for question number 3. What's the atomic number of oxygen? Simple question. What's the atomic number of oxygen? It's rare that we get a question so simple in winning lines. Certainly in comparison to that maths question we had earlier with the 16 dozens minus a gross, this one is just, what's the atomic number of oxygen? Not touching that with oxygen, Ash. Oxygen's good for you, just so long as it's mixed in with other gases and not pure oxygen, because that's not too good. Jesus Christ. It's like you're picking played. Alright, okay. You've got 16 players answering this question. And it's quite apt that there are 16, because it's not 16. No. It's half of 16. The answer is 8. 8. If you gave me the answer of 8, then congratulations, I'm going to be lighting you blue. If you did not give me 8, then we'll be lighting you red. We got a 2 from JB, a 5 from Oni, a 2 from Matt, a 6 from Connor, a 2 from Nata, and a 1 there from Midget on the Internet. Unfortunately, those are wrong answers, and we have to say farewell. 10 got it right. Of those 10, 8 go gold. They can advance on this question. Amy and Shapes, unfortunately, cannot in this case. Well, ABME is already qualified, so can't take a second place. That would be cruel. So, of the 8 then that can qualify, who was fastest? Well, the third fastest time was 4.42 seconds. And it was Flyboy with 44. Add those 2 digits together, you get the answer. You were not the fastest this time, though, Flyboy. Good time, though. And 100 bits from JB.
Despite everything going on, I still hate this game.
Thank you for the 100 bits there, JB. You don't hate this game. Hate the questions, not the game. No, don't do that. You can hate the game, it's fine. Appreciate the 100 bits there, JB. And just 100 bits from Vixen. Thank you very much for the 100-bit dono. Appreciated. Second fastest with a time of 4.17 seconds. We've seen this name before. Multiple times. It's Mark. Not fastest this time, though. You were beaten with a time of 3.98 seconds, so under the 4-second barrier there. Congratulations to Alice. We seem to be forming a bit of a blue line in the 49ers here. You were fastest of all. ABME did get a right answer, but was a time of 4.33, so would have slotted it in third place. Well done, Alice. You are through to looking after number 1. We lose the 3 and keep the 2. And our third digit is a 2. We've got some Fibonacci going on. Just sort of, we're counting down. So we should be looking for a 1 and a 1, and then undefined. 8 if we want to get all of the Fibonacci's that could be. If we go 1, 1 and 8 and then we reorder it, then it does read as a Fibonacci sequence. That's what we need to hope for. We have got a bit of a blue line going, but unfortunately there's no one on 41 and there's no one on 48, so the blue line is going to have to deviate slightly from this this here situation. Wondering what direction it could go towards Cetra on 14. It could go towards Timor on 33. We'll see what happens. Well, let's have a look at the predictions. 67 predictions that have 3 digits in there. Okay. We have to end the Fibonacci now. There's still so many birthdays to go. Happy birthday. Why do they do it in 4/4 only? I know you asked me the question. Because people are simpletons. Shall we continue on? Yes, let's continue on. If you're ready, fingers on digits, it's time for Choo Choo. It's time for question number 4. If I had a nickel for every time the letter I was used in this question, how many cents would I have? If I had a nickel for every time the letter I was used in this question, how many cents would I have? Delightfully devilish, Seymour, this question. Mega nope. Got it, says Chrono. Well, let's light you up in pink if you attempted this question. Okay, a few more than I was expecting, though. Quite a few have already been eliminated, so there's no risk for them. 12 players have answered this question. Now, I know that there might be some pedants out there that are only counting the capital I's, but we are looking for any I on this question. So you can count the I in if, the I in I, the I in nickel, the I in time. The I in quotations also counts. The I in, the I in this, the I in question, and the I in the other I at the end. So there are a total of 9 I's, but that's not what the question's asking for. The question's asking for if you had a nickel for every time the letter I. And a nickel is worth 5 cents. So if you do 9 multiplied by 5, then you will have a total of 45 cents. That is the answer that we are looking for. 40 said with absolute confidence. Near, missed one eye. 45 is the answer. This would make for a good... You know, what level would you set this on 1% Club? Maybe a 10 or 15% question? Would that be the sort of level for this? Though that requires knowledge of being what a nickel is. You wouldn't want that there. You would just be counting the eyes itself. If you're just counting the eyes, it does go up a level a bit more. So it's probably 20-25%. Yeah, it'd probably be like 20-25% if you're just counting the eyes in the question. Because the trick there is making sure you count the eye itself that's being quoted. It was a time limit that got me. Yeah, you probably would have gotten it in 30 seconds. So, yeah. It's an interesting thought experiment because this certainly could work as a 1% Club question, just not the 1% question. It's too easy for that. But it's certainly not like a 60% question. Anyway, I am waxing lyrical. I've told you the answer is 45. Who got it right? Looks like you've been blue and red. Not many getting that right. Just 4 players getting it right. We have some wrong answers of 7, 9, 35, 15, and 40. Yeah, Alice just going for the number of eyes but missing 2. Mr. Vertigo did get the number of eyes right but missed the nickel part of the question. Mark went with 7 by 5. Shapes and Zeus and Oni just missing 1 of the eyes that was not counted. So for those in red, unfortunately, that is the end of the game. Apart from Alice, you just went for a no risk answer because you are qualified through to looking after number 1 anyway. So for 4 players that are currently in blue, only 2 of you are in true blue, which means you go gold and you can advance. It's between Shadowmane on 26 and Clive on 29. Now, Clive, we have heard your name called before tonight. Shadowmane, I don't think we have had your name called yet. But way faster. That's what matters. It is a difference of 3 seconds. No, sorry, 2 and a bit seconds between first and last. With a time of 13.28 seconds and not advancing is Shadowmane. Very well done in working it out in 13 seconds, Shadowmane. That is immense work. But you were beaten by Clive on the time of 10.963. Just over 10 seconds to work the answer out. That is some phenomenal work, Clive. Congratulations. BC was actually fastest of all with a time of 8.43. And Connor got it with 16.42 seconds. All very, very good answerings on a very tricksy trap-style question there. So we lose the 2 and keep the 9. And our 4th digit added ruins the Fibonacci and is a 9. 5, 3, 2, and 9. Currently in our winning line. And we're already down to 22 after 4 numbers drawn. We've still got 2 more to draw. Will we get a full match here? Will we get a perfect match? I have no idea. Well, this Balatro ad stinks just a bit, doesn't JB? Oh, God. Stop bringing Balatro into it. We've got a straight blue line and a wavy red line. Yeah, we have sort of got a wavy red line, though we could maybe circle it round and maybe get like a 9 or something, though Clive is in the way with being blue and everything. Balatro reference. Balatro got a balance. You got a balance patch. Oh, goodness me. They're really invested in this game then. Okay. If you're all ready, that got referenced a few times on the Elton Tales trip as well, Danny, so don't worry about it. If you're all ready, get ready. Fingers on the digits. It's time for question number 5. How many feet are in a fathom? How many feet are in a fathom? Another simple sounding question. But do you know how many feet are in a fathom? Yes, I know, stupid old imperial measures. Why can't we just use metric? I don't know. It's measurements. We still have these old measures. Can't fathom this one. Well, we'll light you up in pink if you played. Not many playing this question. 7 of them aren't at risk. They've already had their fate sealed. 3 players are at risk. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that all fares out in a moment. So a fathom is 6 feet. So if you're a 6 foot tall person, you could also say you are a fathom tall. A bit of a weird way of describing it, I suppose, but you could say you're a fathom tall. So, if you gave me the answer is 6, then I'm going to light you blue. If you did not give me the answer of 6, we'll light you red. Not many in blue at all, only 4 players getting that right. The other guesses we've got is Puzzle with 12. Oh, so close! Puzzle Dan, you just multiplied it by 2. Vixen went with 33, Oni with 4 is pretty close, Natter with 20, Amy with 4, and Clive with 1200. That's quite a long distance, unfortunately it's not that, but you're safe, who cares? Those answers, unfortunately, all wrong. Puzzle Dan Vixen, though, you've just eliminated yourself. Now, this is very interesting because 4 got it right, but only one of you is in true blue. Rotted Rapunzel goes gold. There's only 1 player eligible to advance. That does mean, Rapunzel, you are through to looking after number 1. Congratulations. You weren't strictly the fastest, but all that matters is you were the first to give a right answer that could advance. Congratulations, Rotted Rapunzel. So we lose the 4 and keep the 2. And the 5th digit in our winning line is a 2. We have a repeated digit nailed. 5, 3, 2, 9, and 2. What's our predictions looking like right now? Oh, we don't have any perfect matches anymore. We've gone up with 4 matching numbers. We have 36 currently in contention for being the best prediction, but we definitely don't have any perfects on the board tonight. Well then, the red wavy line is almost a red diamond. Yeah, we nearly diamonded this up a bit. And I guess the blue line has continued, has gone down to Rapunzel. The only other kind of direction it can go is sort of westward with Cetra, or sort of northeast with Timor on 33. Or I guess Strahuska on 24 could also go that way as well. Right. The red wavy line, the red wavy line. Cho. Right, we've got question number 6 coming up. This is probably your last chance to get through. So even if you're hesitant on an answer, you may as well go and give it a guess, as this might be your last chance. Good luck, fingers on those digits. It's time for question number 6. Icon has cheeseburger? Of course not. It's 2021. Society has moved on. However, you can has a place in round 2 if you can tell me the year the website Icon has cheeseburger was founded. What was the year Icon has cheeseburger founded? What was the year? Clive, is this you? It is Clive. Yes, this is a Clive written question back in 2021, because that's what it says in the question. Yeah, not the current me. I've moved on. So, we have lots of players that could play this question. Who chanced it? Because there is the chance, I'm going to throw this out here, there is the chance that if no one gets it right, we do over with a new question. Drama. So we have 24 players that have answered this question. Actually, not that many that can qualify in this situation, but there are 24 answers up here. The year in question for Icon has cheeseburger. It starts with a 2. So it's 2000 and something. 20 0 7 2000 2007 was when Iconhouse Cheeseburger founded. That seems really recent. That really seems really recent. But yes, as you go on the website, in the About Us site, it was founded in 2007. So if you gave me those 4 digits in that order, 2007, I am going to light you blue. If you did not give me 2007, I'm going to light you red. Well. We had quite a few off by 1s and off by 2s. We got a 2023, a 2015, a 2003, a 2005, 2006, a 7 from Rapunzel. But none of those matter. What matters is there's only one player in blue. And that one player is Shadowmane. What a guess! That was Shadowmane, and it meant you are the only player getting it right. You have qualified for looking after number 1. With a time of 13.379, doesn't matter, you're the only one that got it right. You are through. Congratulations. So for our winning line, we'll lose the 2 and keep the 6. And our final digit is a 6. And in numerical order, that reads as 2235. Nice. We have a lovely nice at the end on the winning line. So, we know we don't have any perfects on the board. Do we have anybody that got 5 of 6? Or are we rolling back as far as 4 of 6? And we're getting lots of players getting a 10,000 Duke bonus? Let's find out. It is a 5. It is the winning line prediction length. Connor, Natter, Topper again, BC, Zeus again, and Drahuska, all winning 10,000 Dutes for getting 5 of 6 on a winning line prediction. Congratulations to you folks there. Very well played. Good predicting. Well then. Also, the Blues are a Metro line. Damn it. So, we have our 6 qualifying players to looking after number 1. Everybody else, unfortunately, that is the end of the main game, though you can answer in looking after number 1 in whispers to see if you can answer ahead of our hot seat players. But for now, Super 6, it's time to make a change of staging. Well, this is a series of numbers, isn't it? Oni with the number 15, AB Me with the number 23, Shadowmane with 26, Clive with 29, Alice with 32, and Roger Rapunzel with 42. This is a very interesting set of numbers. And hello. An anonymous gifter has gifted Lord Hovis a sub. Thank you very much for that gifted sub there. And Lord Hovis, enjoy 1 month of subscription. So, this is the lineup for looking after number 1. Let's have a look at the rules. Just a quick coverage of the rules because we did see it earlier. The answers are the ones you see in front of you. This is why it's going to be a very interesting round here. Only one of you will advance through to face the Wonder Wall. We're going to ask you questions. Whoever buzzes in, whoever answers first buzzes in, and if you buzz in with the correct answer and it's your own number, you stay in the game. Buzz in with the correct answer and it's someone else's number, you will knock that person out. However, buzz in with a wrong answer. Who cares what number it is? If you buzz in with the wrong answer, you knock yourself out of the game. And if nobody answers, then whoever should have answered to stay in the game will be eliminated. We keep going and going and going until only one player is left standing, and they will face the Wonder Wall. And audience, play along. Even if you weren't in the room in the 49ers, I believe you can just answer here. If you answer faster than one of our hot seat players and you answer correctly, then you get yourself some bonus Dutes. And hopefully, I'll try to remember to call those names out because I forgot to do that last time. So if you're ready, good luck, and let's play looking after number 1. Yes, I'm over here. 6 players, if you're ready. Fingers on those digits. Your first question to consider is: in mathematics, what is 2 raised to the 5th power equal to? Alice? Go with 32. Your own number. No one else in the audience answered correctly before you did. So very, very fast buzz. Were you right to go with 32? You're absolutely right to go with 32. I will defend my programming skill. What is this, binary maths all over again? You are absolutely right, Alice. Congratulations, you're safe. Let's keep going. Fingers on digits. Next question is, say Canada finally mounts its long-awaited invasion of the US and turns 13 states into provinces, Clive. How many provinces would the new Super Canada have? What did you say? You said 23. No one else in the audience answered correctly before you buzzed in. But did you answer correctly, Clive? You are going on the offensive here, not answering with your number. Is it 23? The answer is 23. Congratulations, Clive. You are through. ABME, unfortunately, that was your number, and we've got to say goodbye. And then there were 5. Oni on 15. Shadow on 26. Clive on 29. Alice on 32. And Rapunzel on 42. Remaining players, fingers on digits. Your next question is, what is 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared? Alice, that was fast. Went with 32. Again, going for self-preservation. No one in the audience answered correctly before you could buzz in. But did you buzz in correctly? Is it 32? No, it's 29. 4 plus 9 plus 16. Added all together makes 29. It is not 32, which means it's a wrong answer. And you knocked yourself out. And critically kept Clive in. Alice, thank you very much for playing. We are left with 4 players now. Oni on 15, Shadow on 26, Clive on 29, Roger Rapunzel on 42. Remaining players, fingers on digits. The next question is, what is the most points you can score in a single-hander cribbage? 5 seconds. Last moment buzz-in from Oni. Going for self-preservation on 15. If the answer is 15, you are still in the game. If it's not, then you've knocked yourself out and kept somebody else in the game. There was only one player in the audience that got this right before Oni buzzed in, and that player was Nata. Congratulations. Is it 15? No! It's 29, the answer looking for there. So fortunately, Oni, it's a wrong answer. You've knocked yourself out. And Clive is still in. And then there were 3. Shadowmane on 26. Clive, who did go on the offensive against ABME, has remained passive on his own numbers on 29. Roger Rapunzel still in the game on 42. 3 players, fingers on digits. The next question is, despite what it felt like, February 2020 lasted how many days? Clive! Now you say something, and you've gone with 29. I mean, we didn't have 28 as another option, did we? Yes, it was indeed 29. This is homophobia. So, Clive, you're still in the game. The game is relentless against the 29 right now. Maybe it's because we've got so many 29 questions in the bank that we haven't used up. Ladies and Reyes, fingers on digits. Your next question is, if your pet rock weighed 2 stone in a pound, how many pounds total would it weigh? Shadow. Going for self-preservation on 26. Only one player in the audience answered correctly before you buzzed in, Shadow, and that was Topper. Congratulations, Topper. Though you have just said, oh bugger, and Zeus is saying, this is homophobia. This is numerology. Is the answer 26 to stay in the game? Or have you saved Clive again? You saved Clive again! It's not 26, it's 29, Shadow! You're out of the game! Thank you very much for playing! We clearly do have all of the 29 questions in the bank we've not used. So that leaves us with Clive of Legend, who's... he can't keep getting away with it! It's on 29! Sorry, I needed a bit more angst in there. And Rock Rapunzel, who's just sort of been twiddling thumbs at this point, on 42. One of you is going to advance through to the Wonder Wall and try and play for up to 1 million doots. The other will walk away with a 10,000 doot prize for second place. Two players, good luck. Fingers on digits. Your next question is: in the title of a show that started on BBC Two, at which house number did the Kumars live, Clive? You're going on the offensive with 42. Could it be that we've finally exhausted our 29 questions and we've suddenly decided to go to 42? A midget on the internet, Flyboy, Matt and Natter all got it right before you answered. Were you right to hit on 42? Or at this crucial point, Clive, have you knocked yourself out? You are correct with 42. It means Roger Rapunzel, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye. Thank you very much for playing. Clive, after a quadruple onslaught, you have survived. And you are going to be facing the Wonder Wall. Congratulations there, Clive. Oh my God. Country House Weekend for Roger Rapunzel, also known as 10,000 doots. And Clive, you just got yourself 20,000 doots for claiming first place in that round. Very well done. But it's not over yet. You've got one more thing to do, Clive. Let's take the walk over. You have been here on multiple occasions now. You were here in, I think, on the first episode when we had just the Wonder Wall experience. And you've definitely hit the million on a couple of occasions. Can you hit the million one more time tonight? We'll quickly go over the rules for those that have not seen how this goes down. 49 answers, each numbered 1 through 49. Answer 20 questions correctly in 4 minutes, you get yourself 1 million doots. It sounds simple, it's far from it. We saw Lingo take on the Wonder Wall and crash out, so it is a bit cruel sometimes. Answer with the numbers, not the answers themselves, though you were from the days where you had to answer with the number and the answer to make it more complicated. We've made it simpler since. You can pass by saying pass. You can pass 2 questions. You can pit by saying the word pit or pit stop for 15 seconds, pause at a time. And once we've hit 2 strikes or 30 seconds left of the clock, then you can bail from the game, whatever you currently have on the ladder. Remember, if you hit 3 strikes or you hit 0 on the time, that is it, and you lose everything. You know all the movement commands. Let's get on with it. Clive, let's play Wonder Wall! This is just for Clive, Chrono. This is just for Clive. Reveal the answers. And this is your Wonder Wall for 1 million doots. You might recognise a couple of these answers, I think. But we'll see if you can remember the questions behind them. Good luck! Is it Barking Brudel's Great Western Main Line runs west out of which London railway station? Paddington is correct. The Minskys were famous for running what kind of theatres? Burlesque is correct. Which stringed instrument does Yo-Yo Ma play as his profession? Cello is correct. Which word means before in Italian or cousin in Spanish? Prima is correct. Who is the creator of the Mr. Men and Little Miss books? Roger Hargreaves is correct. Which Prime Minister announced the declaration of war against Germany in September of 1939? Neville Chamberlain was the correct answer. Which South American country can you find Machu Picchu? Peru is correct. 3 minutes left. Marie Curie was born in which European country? Poland is correct. In a purely botanical sense, what's a tomato? Fruit is correct. Shake It was an installment of which platforming game series? Wario Land is correct. Often made with waffle batter, what is Missouri's official state dessert? 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Nearly halfway there already. Ice cream cone is correct. You're now halfway there. If you want to shake it like Outcast, what should you shake it like? A Polaroid picture is correct. There's Nothing Like a Dame is a song from which Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? South Pacific is correct. What was the real surname of General Lee on Takeshi's Castle? Tani is correct. 2 minutes left. My Blanket and Me is a song for which off-Broadway hit? You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is correct. Which novel took place at the Overlook Hotel? The Shining is correct. 1 minute 40 left. What cookie product do you get by rendering the fatty tissue of a pig? Lard is correct. Angel Falls, the tallest natural waterfall, is located in which South American country? Venezuela is correct. 1.5 minutes. Prize to 2013. What was the name of the animal that accompanied the Twitter is overcapacity message? Fail whale is correct. Experiment 626 is the alternate name for which popular Disney character? 1 minute 20 left on the clock. 2 to go. Stitch is correct. 1 minute and 10. In which 2018 award show did many participants wear black in order to raise awareness for the Time's Up or Me Too movement? 1 minute left for one. Golden Globes is correct. With a minute left of the clock, no passes, no pits, just the one strike. He has done what seemed impossible, and why we turned it up to 4 minutes on the clock for Twitch stream because of Twitch latency. But Clive, you have basically done it proper in the original time format of 3 minutes. And not a single pit used. You could have used some pit time to make that even better, but you just didn't need to. What a performance, Clive. Well done, sir. 1 million doots going your way for 20 right and just the one strike. Yeah, I don't even need to go through any extra information because you didn't have any passes. That's basically it. You win the game with 60.99 seconds remaining. Very well done. Oh, boy. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? Great answers in the Grand 1Ps. I need to bring that back, don't I? The Grand 1Ps. Right, well, thank you very much for that, Clive. Great game, and great game to everyone out there who played in Winning Lines this evening. Fun fact about the Wario Land, it was called Shake Dimension in the PAL regions. That'll definitely be the year-end reveal. Yeah, I hope so, Chrono. I hope so. Right. I think now it's time for me to bring myself back into vision. If I go over to the Void and I go to that one where I see a chat box with nothing there, but then I go and do this and go, hi, hello, I'm here now. Yeah, because the game uses the webcam in game, I have to switch the webcam back on in OBS so that I can actually show it on OBS side of things. So yeah, I'm here now, hello. It's an Ash jump scare. Sorry, hang on, let me do that again. Let me do that thing again. Choo choo. That's definitely getting clipped, isn't it? Right, I think it's time for a wheel spin. It's going to get old very, very quickly if I keep doing that. Shall we do a wheel spin? I think we should do a wheel spin. Let's do it. Oh god, I just realised I could use that for hype trains now, can't I? Well, there you go. Choo-choo! Well, it's a marble race, folks, once again. God damn. Really likes the marble races, doesn't it? Are we going to have to go back and record the guy? I may have to, or we just use that voice just then in that clip. We're doing some more marbles. Vote no. Well, it's 40,000, so it's still quite worth it. Let me find marbles on stream. Don't know what voice I was doing there. Season 51. Oh, God. Means I need to switch to that one. And do the thing. And do the thing. Whoa, hello. Whoa. Well, that game capture is going to be very unhappy with me in a moment. Let me change the resolution back to what it should be. What? What the hell? I don't know what I've done. Yes, go with that. Go with that size. Let's go with race. And we go to the community. Then we go Oni 91. Oh, we've done all yours. Any from Matt? We've done all yours as well. Okay, I guess we're going for a random community map here, folks. Random. A simple standard project. No, sounds too easy. Clean fire energy, 0% elimination. No, not fun enough. Not fun enough. That's too much fun. That's too much fun. That's still too much fun. That's not enough fun. Oh my... Just give me a better percentage, please. That's too much. That's too much. That's definitely too much. That's still too much. That's too much. That's not enough. That's too much. 1%. Sure, we'll play a 1% track. Who can join the 1% club? You know what? I'm going to have that be a thing. Exclamation mark play on this race. What we'll do on this race is we'll do first... and whoever can get eliminated. That's the rules we're playing for this one tonight. First, and whoever can get eliminated. Oh god, the game capture did get broken. Hey, yay. Right, okay. Well, let me fix that then. Switch to studio mode, game capture, and find me the direct capture marbles. And stretch. There we go. That's fixed now. Watch load. Well, apparently this track has a 1% elimination rate. So there shouldn't be that many going off. But yeah, anyone that does get eliminated will get 40,000, and whoever gets first place gets 40,000. It's definitely going to be a new one. This.
Okay, Ash, this a new one. I doing loser fest me, I guess.
You're doing a lose fest rather than a manifest. Okay. Well, I wish you success with your lose fest. Thank you for the 100 bits. I guess this being a 1% thing, do we have 1% club music? There is, but it's not going to be long enough. I'll have to keep playing it and keep playing it. 1% club, 30-second timer. Should be able to, but I need to block it out so I can sort of loop this beginning part for as long as I want. I need a looping version. Or I could just sort of try and manually loop it. We'll see if I can manually loop it. I have no idea how well it's going to go, but I'll see if I can manually loop it on YouTube. That's just going to be my fun for the next 2 minutes. The record is 1 minute 52. So first, and whoever gets to join the 1% club of being eliminated. Good luck. Let's get this race away. That means, I guess, if I'm focusing on the music, then I'm going to be not focusing on the camera duties, so I might put it in auto mode. And go! Let's put it in auto mode. There we go. We've got a Colin. Let me spin it round a bit. We're all going round and round and round. Still round and round. Still going round and round. Oh, we're going to have to get ready for the music in a moment. Where was the hit? It was probably on 2 seconds. Okay, that was too far on. I need to go for 1 second then, next time round. Jerry is currently our leader, though. Whoa! How fast was that? What is going on this track? Zoom, zoom! Okay, then. Can we get to Silver Electron, please? Or maybe me. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, got to get ready for the next loop. Oh, that was close. Well, that was a close for a loop. Let's spin the camera around, see who's currently behind. We've got ABB, Silver Electron, Score, Alice, Tyson. Division point! Let's scroll the camera out so we get a bit more angle going on. Zoom! God, it's a long track, this one. And I'm going to lock the camera off because I've got to change to the loop again. Here. Oh, that wasn't so good that time. Need to do better. ABM still with the lead. Then it's Silver Electron as I try and pan the camera around at the same time we rotate around. That looks really weird. We've got Score and Alice currently 3rd and 4th. I don't think I've seen anybody get eliminated yet. No one has joined the 1% club just yet. Though we seem to be on the final stretch with a big old boost in a moment. And music loop. Oh, that was closer. Who's going to land first? It's going to be A.B. Me landing first. Congratulations, A.B. Me. Camera, please. Camera? Camera. There we go. Oh, hello. Anyone going to fall? 4 players have fallen. 5 have fallen. We do have some 1%ers. Congratulations, 1% club. You'll be getting some money in a moment. Or Doots. Ah, where'd that go? There it is. JB is the last one on the track. And has finished. So will not be joining the 1% club. AB Me, congratulations to you. Let me add some Doots to AB Me. AB Me, there we go. 40,000 was the prize, was it? Yes, 40,000 the prize. Okay, that went through. Again, Fat Lip got caught by Automod. There we go. Let's add that back in. Final results. I also need to pay our DNFers. So, our DNFers tonight are... Hang on. Let me play the other track from 1% Club. I need to play the... let's play the titles. There you go. You have some titles while I add the extra Doots. Matt the Ref gets 40,000. Well done. BC, 40,000. Perugs, 40,000. Suyu, 40,000. And Timor, 40,000 Dukes for joining the 1% club. Congratulations. That's some good music for the 1% club, isn't it? And then there's... Oh, has someone actually done the 1% club on YouTube? Yes, they have. There's a quiz time channel that's done the 1% Club quiz. Part 2 is what's recommended. Didn't recommend me part 1. I mean, recommended me part 2. Sure, okay. So 5 winners tonight. Well, we had a winner and 5 loser winners, if that makes sense, I guess. We had 5 players joined the 1% Club, and ABME was a winner, but not the 1% Club. So take that as it is. Congratulations to all of the winners there. And that was our marble race tonight. A special 1% club rule. 4%. Well, it's 5. 5 participation medals. Nah. It's got to be choo-choo. It's got to be choo-choo as our raid message. No, that just sounds like the hype train, so maybe not that. We'll go nah. We'll go nah. So... who do we have to raid into tonight? Let's have a look, shall we? Following categories. Now we can't go into the snooker because the snooker channel got terminated for breaking terms of service. I thought they were because it was like this doesn't seem like a particularly legit channel, but yeah, they got caught out. So there's no snooker to raid into, unfortunately. Anybody specific to raid into, or we can go and raid into the Hardy Way again because they're doing some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire again, or we can go and raid into Huds, who's doing Sonic the Hedgehog right now. Ashens is doing some quiz bollocks. Oh, if he's doing some quiz bollocks, then we'll go and raid into Ashens then, doing quiz stuff. Go away, advert. So yeah, we'll go and raid into Ashens then. Raid Ashens. And we'll do with nah, it's gone bad. We'll do that. It's probably going to get caught by auto mod and things, but who cares? And that's the whole point of having fun with the raid message. Right, take care. That's me done for this week. I will see you next Wednesday for some more quiz nights. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy birthday, Choo Choo. God damn it. Yeah, I forgot about that. Bye.